Okay. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Movie Reviews with Carlos Cabral. Um, Today we are reviewing Tom and Jerry. It's from 2021, re-release in theaters on May 10th, 2024. I just saw it just now on streaming services. I saw it on Tubi. And it stars Chloe Grace Moretz, Michael Pena, Colin Jost, Rob Dingley, and Ken Jeong. And of course, our main stars, Tom and Jerry. The story of this movie follows Jerry as he looks for a new home, but his presence is causing chaos and ruckus in the Royal Gate Hotel. So the wedding planner and the general manager, which played by Michael Pena and Chloe Moretz, respectfully, they hired Tom to get rid of Jerry before something dangerous happens. And of course, the chaos, the dangerous things, and the crazy things happen in this 1 hour and 41-minute film. Okay, there are some things I enjoyed. There are some things I LOL, laughing out loud. And there were some things in this film that was fucking off. And did I enjoy it? Yes and no. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. I'm gonna tell you who the MVP is. My God, this dude delivered. I thought Mr. Scarlett Johansson, aka Colin Jost, it was going to be a bad idea. It was going to be a disaster. That's not the case. He was the MVP of this movie. He carried the movie. He was like a regular guy who's a rich computer nerd. He's just a regular guy, and like we're rooting for him to marry this girl throughout the entire movie. I was actually rooting for this guy throughout the entire film. I actually enjoyed his acting in this film. I enjoyed every minute of it. And shout out to Colin Jost. He was the MVP of this film. Tom and Jerry, of course, are kind of characters. I grew up on Tom and Jerry. I grew up on the cartoon. I played the video games. I even bought, when I was a teenager, some of their clothing in the Fordham Road in New York, in the Bronx. I'm just going to say they deserve better. No disrespect to Warner Brothers and director Tim Story, who directed The Blackening, Barbershop, Taxi, The Fantastic Four, the Ride-Alongs film, one of the greatest movie directors of all time. But Tim Story, if you're watching this, Tom and Jerry deserve better. There are some scenes I enjoyed. There was one scene where Tom was flying with like Batman and Jerry got, that scene I was laughing LOL on that. But there were some scenes it was just off. Like the animals are all animated. Can we see at least a live action in a way? So, I mean, some scenes was off and some scenes that I enjoyed. I'm going to say this. Tom and Jerry is really recommended for kids. I will highly recommend this movie for kids. This is a kids movie. This is a family a comedy movie. But is this movie for adults? I'm just going to say yes and no. I'm going to give Tom and Jerry a 7 out of 10. This movie's a good time if you're off the rocker. Yeah, now it's an adventure. The next movie I'm about to premiere will be Back to Black, the true story of Amy Winehouse. This is your boy, Carlos Cabral. Until then, I'll see you on that next movie review.